Alright guys, today we're taking a look at the Qiolor Tiger, a retro moped electric bike. Okay, so on first glance, this has a very interesting colorway. Kind of looks like a beige, brown, like tan with some red. Yeah, even the handlebar grips. Very interesting colorway. Really stands out. The brown tires. Thought of just getting the black at first, but honestly I wanted to try something different. I really like how this colorway pops. Alright, so let's just walk through all the features. Okay, first we got 20 by 4 inch fat tires. We got the quick release over here. Front suspension fork, compression adjustment, as well as preload. Integrated front fender. You got the retro moped style headlight. Has a little grill on the front. Hydraulic disc brakes. Bright center mounted display. Looks like we got risers for the handlebars over here. These faux leather grips. A really interesting feature about this bike, I'll show you guys, is this NFC card. So I don't know if you could see it, but this is the NFC scan switch. Right now it's red. This is basically a security lock, so you can't actually turn the buttons on. And then you just take one of the cards, swipe it, green. Now you're able to power on. So yeah, that's a pretty cool feature. I've seen this maybe on one or two other bikes. And so however this switch is integrated into the controller or to the display is actually pretty cool. This thing does stay on. It probably doesn't use up a lot of voltage, but I do notice that the light stays on. Over here we have the display controls. We have headlight, pedal assist level, menu. We also have the left and right indicator, and you can see I hit the left indicator and it's blinking on the display. And you'll see back here we have the sequential indicator on this taillight. Really nice. I wonder if it does brake functionality as well. Yep, it does. So very cool feature, especially if you're trying to use this as a moped. You got the horn, which doesn't seem to be working. I don't know. Not sure why that's not working, but there is a horn switch. We have the right hand half twist throttle and obviously the hydraulic disc brakes. All right, up here we have a 48 volt, 35 amp hour battery in this faux gas tank. Now this may look familiar in a lot of these retro moped style e-bikes. I really like how this thing is designed. It really does feel like a gas tank. The battery's integrated inside of it. It's not just a cover, and you have this button up here that shows how much charge you have, and the color is blue, so that means that we're at 100%. And up top, this very comfortable saddle seat. I believe it has some memory foam in it. I love how this is kind of swept back up like this, kind of like a cafe racer style. A lot of e-bike modders, they actually try to get a seat like this, you know, aftermarket. So it's pretty cool that this comes stock. This wide open space on the frame, so you could definitely put some storage bags or whatever you want in here. You have this plate, which is, I think, just for some design purposes. You got the logo. Here we have dual rear shocks. So these are adjustable if you want to tighten them down for stiffer preload if you're a heavier rider. Feels pretty comfortable for me. I'm about 135 or 140 pounds. We got the integrated taillight like you guys saw. It also has this license plate bracket reflector on the integrated rear fender. As far as the motor, we got a 700 watt rated, 1100 watt peak hub motor. This can definitely propel you, you know, above 28 miles per hour, maybe 30 miles per hour. This is the single speed chain over here, so no gear shifting, so you're definitely going to be kind of ghost pedaling at a certain speed. And the total weight of this bike is 98 pounds. So now that we've gone over all the features of the Qiolor Tiger, let's take it out for its first ride.
The Qiolor Tiger grabs attention with its unique eye-catching colorway, setting it apart from other moped-style e-bikes. Weighing in at 98 pounds, it's definitely on the heavier side, which might pose some challenges in terms of transportation and storage. However, this weight also contributes to its sturdy build. The retro aesthetic is complemented by an integrated headlight and taillight with sequential turn signals, ensuring visibility and safety. The Tiger is powered by a 750 watt rated, 1100 watt peak hub motor, delivering a top speed of over 26 miles per hour. It's paired with a massive massive 48-volt, 35 amp-hour removable battery, offering an impressive range of up to 120 miles depending on throttle, rider weight, and terrain. The right-hand half-twist throttle and 5 levels of pedal assist provide flexibility with your riding style, whether you're conserving battery or looking for a boost. Comfort is a key highlight with the Tiger. It features a cafe racer-style seat with memory foam, making long rides more enjoyable. The dual rear suspension shocks and front suspension fork work together to smooth out bumps and rough terrain, ensuring a comfortable ride. Hydraulic disc brakes offer reliable stopping power, adding to the bike's overall safety.
All right, here we go. First ride with the Qiolor Tiger. Feels really comfortable, and I'm not that tall, but the seat is fine. I'm able to flat foot the bike. No issues there. All right, let's start at pedal assist level 3. All right, nice smooth throttle. Plenty of power on the initial pedal assist. Yeah, tons of power. I wish the controller tune was maybe just a little bit more gradual. Let's bump it up to pedal assist level 5 here. See how that feels. Woo! Yeah. The speed is definitely not limited, so it's giving you plenty of power right out of the controller. As far as like comfort goes, suspension is pretty good. I'm not really feeling a lot of the cracks in this parking lot. Now, I've ridden a lot of retro moped style e-bikes. You know, I built a few, and something like this has all the features that modders will, you know, sort of want to add to their bike. So this comes stock. The 48 volt 35 amp hour battery is really nice. That's plenty of range for something like this. And the way that it's like integrated into this gas tank battery is pretty cool as well. The 20x4-inch fat tires, you know, the handlebars, the fork, the retro moped style headlight, a lot of that is sort of like standard for this category, I guess. But what really sticks out to me is the colorway. I feel like the colorway of this bike is really interesting. It's really unique, something that I've never seen before. And so that's what was really interesting to me. That's what caught my eye when I saw it on the Qiolor website. This thing would definitely hold up, you know, commuting through a city like easily, whether you're on streets or if you're in a bike path. This thing is just gonna rip. Let's go on this hill. Maybe test out a little of the off-road capabilities here. Climbing up the hill, grass hill, and suspension's doing its thing. The dual rear shocks, front suspension fork. I didn't even calibrate the front suspension fork, so it would probably be even better than what I have it set on. And yeah, very comfortable for just like this little grassy area. Could go back down here. Okay, let's do a little hydraulic disc brake test over here. Plenty of stopping power with the Qiolor Tiger. All right, so first impressions with the Qiolor Tiger. Yeah, I mean, I'm impressed. When I unboxed this thing, I was really satisfied with the quality of the packaging. No visible damage, and the colors just popped once I unboxed it. I mean, this colorway is just, it grabs a lot of attention. So if you ride this thing around, expect people to kind of turn their heads or ask you about it. It does look like a retro moped style e-bike. It looks like a motorcycle sometimes, and it's kind of loud. So if you're riding this through like bike paths or you know, through like neighborhoods, you know, it'll definitely draw some attention. So if you prefer to be a little bit more low key, this bike might not be for you, but if you don't mind getting that attention, it should be fine. The power delivery is really good, although there's not that much variation on I think the pedal assist levels. Once you start, you know, hitting the pedal assist or throttling, it kind of just kicks right in. So just something to think about. I noticed that with the steering, it's more of like you're sort of like leaning when you steer, and I think that's just the angle of the fork and obviously the placement of the wheel. It's you know, so when you're turning, it's more of like a leaning kind of motion. You have all the integrated lighting, which I think is awesome. You got the obviously the retro moped style headlight. You got the integrated tail light with the brake functionality, with the sequential signal lights. Like that's awesome. All of that comes stock. And the Cafe Racer moped style ribbed seat with memory foam. Super comfortable, especially with the dual rear shocks. You guys saw I was riding it up on the hill. No issues whatsoever. And you can adjust the shocks if you're a heavier rider, if you want more preload. But otherwise, yeah, I think this is a really solid option. This is the first time I've heard of Qiolor, and I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Maybe I'm not pronouncing it right, but if I'm not, just leave a comment. This is definitely a cool option if you're looking for something like this. Obviously, we've seen bikes like this for the past, 4 or 5 years, but something like this has pretty much all the features that you would want if you're looking for this style e-bike, whereas I think other brands, some of the features don't come stock, and a lot of people have to add that later. But overall, yeah, no complaints here. Check it out, the Qiolor Tiger.
So here's what we like. The unique, eye-catching colorway makes it stand out in a crowd of moped-style e-bikes. The large capacity battery provides plenty of range, perfect for long explorations. And the NFC tag is a nice touch, ensuring an added layer of security when leaving the bike unattended. But here's some things to consider. The bike's weight and size may make it tricky to transport and store, especially if you have limited space. The fixed seat height might not be comfortable for taller riders, potentially limiting its appeal. And because of its looks, the Tiger will draw lots of attention, whether you want it or not. Overall, the Qiolor Tiger is a standout choice for those seeking a retro moped-style e-bike with impressive range and comfort. While it has a few drawbacks, such as its weight and fixed seat height, its unique design, powerful performance, and long-range capability make it a compelling option for adventurous riders. So, what do you think of the Qiolor Tiger? Is it the retro e-bike you've been looking for, or is it too attention-grabbing for your taste? Let us know in the comments below, and we'll see you guys in the next video.